Hello builders. Today I will build a customer feedback AI workflow that will take in the feedback that customers will give us, take in additional information, send it back to the Google Sheets to be recorded, and also will craft a concise and professional email to them, thanking for their feedback. And if the feedback was negative, that customer will get an additional discount and the email will be sent automatically. We won't need to do a thing. Okay, I will start from the form submission. You can, of course, use webhooks if you already have a form on your app. We won't use authentication for this one, and the form title will be customer feedback. And I will give a description of, please give us feedback about your experience with us. So first field name, what is your name? And this will be an element type of text and a required field. Next, we will ask what is your feedback about, but we will give them options. So drop down list, and the first option is product. Second option will be service. Third option will be pricing. Fourth option will be other. We won't have that as a multiple choice, and it is a required field. Next, we will ask for their feedback. So your feedback element type will be a text area, so it will be a little bit bigger, multi-line input. Also a required field. Now, I would like to collect NPS score, right? So the next one will be how likely is it that you would recommend us to your friends from 1 to 10? And this will be a number. Also a required field. And the next one, how can we contact you? And this will be an email. Also a required field. Okay, that's it. Let's test the step. I will have, actually, I would like to get this attribution off. So let's do that. Go to add an option, append n8n attribution, and take that off. All right, it's not there anymore. What's your name on this? What is your feedback about? Services, your feedback, your service was outstanding. How likely is it that you would recommend us to your friends? It's a 10. And how can we contact you? montasn8n@gmail.com. I will submit this feedback, and I have all of that feedback and its schema right here. Next, I need to use a basic LLM chain with a model to decide if this feedback was positive or negative. All right, so LLM, basic LLM chain, and I will define below, and I will use this expression, classify the sentiment in the following customer feedback, and I'm just taking your feedback out here. All right, we need to assign a model. For that, I will use OpenAI's. For 1 nano will be good. This is a simple job, so as simple and as cheap of a model as possible. We'll need to combine the results of the sentiment analysis and also all the rest of the feedback forms input fields into one. So let's do that, merge. And we will combine all possible combinations. And I will connect the form submission straight into input number 2. And if we run a test and combine these two, we combine both the sentiment of the feedback and also all the rest of the original feedback fields. Okay, so what do we do with this? First of all, I would like to make a note of it. into Google Sheets so that we can analyze it later, especially NPS scores and the feedback. So I will use Google Sheets, append row in the sheet. I will select the customer feedback sheet that I made, and the first sheet. I get the columns that I made previously. So the timestamp is here. Type is out here. NPS, likely. Feedback is the original feedback. Sentiment is whatever the LLM chain gave us. The name of the person and the contact email. We can run this, and we already see that we have our feedback registered, and say that you have 100 of them. You can then take the average NPS score. You can, given the timestamp, you can attribute changes in NPS score to specific time slots so that you know when the NPS improved or regressed, and you can make decisions on that. All right. But why did we do the sentiment analysis? It's because I would like to send an automatic email to people, and depending on if their feedback was positive, I would like to say, hey, thank you for taking the time to give us good feedback. Or if that was negative, also thanking for them taking their time to making us better, and also offering them an additional discount on their next purchase. Right? I will get out here. And again, basic LLM chain. I will define it below, use an expression, and I will prompt it like this. Right. You are a wonderful customer service assistant. Your job is to write a concise and professional email response to customer feedback provided in the customer feedback form. I see that this is not correct. So this is customer feedback. For positive feedback, as categorized here, and I'm taking the sentiment analysis, craft a concise and warm email thanking the customer, and I'm taking their name for sharing their thoughts, express appreciation for their support and time. And for negative feedback, as categorized here, craft a concise and thoughtful email thanking the customer for their valuable input, which makes us better every day, show sincere interest in asking the customer for their perspective and how we can improve our services. Also include an additional 10% discount on the next purchase with the code 10% off as a gesture of goodwill. Always sign off the email by your company. Cool. Test the step. Oh, sorry. I need to assign a model next. And for that, I can use 4.1 mini. Let's test the step. Okay, the email gets crafted, and we would like to send it back to the customer so that we don't have to send the email ourselves. So I will use Gmail, send the message. If you don't have credentials for Gmail, add them right now. I have other videos in this channel on how to do that. So the operation will be sent because you can create labels, you can mark as read, you can create drafts, which is another function in n8n, but in this case, we would like to send the email directly. And the two will be, how can we contact you? The subject will be, I will just write it, thank you for your feedback. Because whether it's negative or it's positive, we would like to thank them for their feedback. The email type will be text, and the message will be whatever the previous LLM chain wrote. Let's test this step. And if I go to my email, I have that email out here. I see that I have n8n attribution. I will take it out. So the subject will be, thank you for your wonderful feedback. And the feedback is out here. I need to take out the subject and n8n attribution. So append n8n attribution and off. And if I go back here, I will write, do not write the subject in this email. Let's test the step again. And let's send another email. If I go back to Gmail and reload, I can see that the subject is gone and also n8n attribution is gone. So we get the reply to the positive feedback, and it's Dear Mantas, thank you so much for sharing your kind words. We truly appreciate your support and the time you took to let us know about your experience. It means a lot to our team to hear that our service was outstanding. And we have the feedback registered, and we can analyze it in the future. Okay, that's it. But let's save this and let's test this out with the negative feedback. What is your feedback about pricing? Your pricing is too high. How likely is it that you would recommend this to your friends? Let's say it's a 4, pricing is too high, but the value is there. How can we contact you? I will add the same email so that we can test and see. I'm submitting it. And we can see that it's doing its thing quickly. And we can see that this was the second feedback. And we can see that the sentiment is negative. And if I go to Gmail and reload, we can see that we got an email to a negative feedback. And this is, thank you for sharing your valuable feedback with us. We truly appreciate your time and support. Your input helps us improve every day, and we would love to hear more about how we can better meet your expectations. As a token of our appreciation, please enjoy a 10% discount on your next purchase with the code 10% off. We look forward to serving you better, your company, which is exactly what we wanted to have. So this is the feedback form. It's automatic. You can, of course, improve upon that. You can add knowledge. Maybe people are asking questions. So you would have to add your own knowledge base to account for that. But if you get simple feedback forms, this would suffice. If you find this useful, please drop a like, comment on what you would like to see next, and subscribe for more AI and no-code tips.